Imagine ruling an empire for 66 years, building cities that would stand for millennia, and fathering over 150 children. Now, imagine being buried in a magnificent tomb only to have your body secretly moved in the dead of night to escape grave robbers. This is the story of Ramses II, the greatest pharaoh in Egypt's history. A king so powerful, his name is still spoken, 3,000 years after his death. But what secrets does his mummy hold? And how did one of history's most legendary rulers end up in a hidden tomb? Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great, ruled Egypt during its golden age, a time of immense wealth, power, and expansion. Born in 1303 BC, he ascended to the throne at just 25 years old and reigned for an astonishing 66 years. To put that into perspective, most Egyptian pharaohs didn't even live that long, let alone rule for that amount of time. But Ramses was no ordinary king. He was a warrior, a builder, and a living god among his people. His legacy can still be seen today in colossal statues, temples, and the most incredible battle story in Egyptian history. Ramses II was a warrior at heart. His most famous battle was the Battle of Kadesh, where he faced off against the mighty Hittite Empire. It was one of the largest chariot battles in history, with thousands of warriors clashing on the battlefield. At one point, Ramses was surrounded by enemy forces, completely outnumbered. But instead of retreating, he did the unthinkable. With his personal guard, he led a daring counterattack, charging straight into the enemy lines. His bravery turned the tide of battle, and though the fight ended in a stalemate, he emerged as a hero, using his victory to solidify his status as a living legend. In fact, he was so proud of this battle that he ordered massive carvings of it all over Egypt, turning the story into one of the most exaggerated and well-documented battles in ancient history. But Ramses wasn't just a warrior, he was a builder, a master of propaganda. He constructed some of the most breathtaking monuments Egypt had ever seen. The Abu Simbel temples, with its towering statues of Ramses himself, carved directly into the cliffs. The Ramesseum, his grand mortuary temple, built to ensure his name would never be forgotten. And the Temple of Karnak, which he expanded into one of the most awe-inspiring religious sites of all time. His name was everywhere, carved into walls, statues, and obelisks. Some historians even say he erased the names of previous rulers and replaced them with his own, ensuring that future generations would only remember Ramses the Great. If there was one thing Ramses was as passionate about as war and construction, it was his family. He fathered an unbelievable 152 children. Yes, you heard that right. His most beloved wife was Queen Nefertari, whose tomb is one of the most beautifully decorated in Egypt. He even built a temple in Abu Simbel dedicated to her, a rare honor in ancient times. Ramses wanted to ensure that his bloodline would rule for generations, and his descendants would go on to hold power for over a century after his death. Like all great pharaohs, Ramses II was buried in a grand tomb in the Valley of the Kings. But here's where things take a mysterious turn. Egypt was plagued by tomb robbers, who looted the graves of kings, stealing gold, jewels, and sacred relics. To protect Ramses' body from being desecrated, Egyptian priests secretly moved his mummy, not just once, but multiple times. For centuries, his body remained hidden in a secret cache, alongside other great pharaohs. It wasn't until 1881 that his mummy was rediscovered, remarkably well preserved, with his striking red hair still visible after thousands of years. When his mummy was examined, researchers were stunned by his towering height, 190 centimeters, 6'3", making him one of the tallest pharaohs in history. Today, Ramses II rests in the Grand Egyptian Museum in Cairo, where visitors from around the world can see the face of one of the most powerful rulers in history. Even in death, Ramses II continues to inspire awe. His temples, his battles, and his name still echo through the centuries, a testament to his ambition and greatness. Was he the greatest pharaoh of all time? His achievements make a strong case. But one thing is certain, Ramses the Great left a mark on history that will never fade. What do you think? Was Ramses II truly the greatest pharaoh in Egyptian history? Let us know in the comments. And if you love stories of ancient history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into the mysteries of the past. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.